Hello everyone. So I'm back here again, and today I'm gonna discuss how I created this calculator right here. It's an assignment by Sir, and I'm gonna demonstrate how I did it. So it's pretty simple actually. We create it using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So yeah, let's take a look at my code. Inside the website, there is given code we can use. It's the exact markup that was used in order to create the one in the website. However, I will not be using that in my project. So as we can see, there's HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript, which includes the functions and how this calculator will work. Anyways, so let's try it. So this is my code right here: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now zoom in a little, and then we're gonna open with live server, and let's check it out. So this is my calculator right here. It's pretty simple. It's honestly the same. So you can see, very similar, right? So anyways, so this is my code. Wrong one. All right. So as you can see, um, this is my styling. Now this is my markup HTML. So I linked it to this style sheet as well as I linked it to a JavaScript. So yeah, we're gonna be using separate external styling sheets and script. So as you can see, we have a div for the container of the calculator itself, and then we have this input right here. Now, the website showed how to use table for this specific exercise. However, I did not go for that route. I went for a grid styled layout instead of a table layout. It's more because as we can see, this is how it looks like without the styling. Let's take a look. So without the styling, it's pretty much just it's glorified flex. So yeah, it's it works, but it's not structured in any way at all. So yeah, with the CSS though, this is how it looks. So we have inputs right here, which are buttons. Excuse me, except for this one right here, which is a text. So as you can see, we're inputting the text. It's going in there. It's disabled, so we can't type on it, and it's only being displayed on the depending on what button we click right here. So anyways, we have many buttons here with special functions that make it work. We have three functions, which is the clear input, display, and the calculate function. Yeah, so I'll be explaining that in a bit. And right now, though, let's go to the style sheet. The HTML is pretty simple, easy. So CSS, this is how everything looks when styled. Now, I got the font from Google website, and then right now I actually used Grid for the main container. That's how I got this to look like that. I used Grid template Grid template columns because we have seven right here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, and then we have five rows. And then it's pre-styled in the website, so I just copied it as well as the colors here. And then here, for the specific buttons, I span them to two columns. That's how they're looking like that. And then, I put styling on the active as well. So on the inputs, as you can see when I'm clicking them, it's lighting up because I set the background to uh, white. Now, that's pretty much it for my style sheet. And then moving on to the JavaScript, I have three functions, which is the clear input, display, and calculate. And now I'll explain it. So for the clear input function, it's actually pretty straightforward. So this is it. This is the button right here. So I defined the name of the function as clear input, and then I put it on the button, which is C. So as you can see, on click, it will call on to the clear input function, and that's how it is for all of these buttons. I set them to on click, and that's when it will call on to the function. So when I call on to the function of clear input from the document, I get the element of text box, get element by ID, which is text box right here. It's this one, the white one, and then I set its value to blank. That's how it becomes blank, and that's pretty much it. And then moving on to the display valid function display. So it's simple as well. It's calling onto the document, getting the element by ID of the text box, which is this one. So I put the display function on every single one of these buttons. That's how it's being displayed there. So it pretty much says get the value and display the according to what value is in here. So as we can see on the input of 1, I put 1, and that's how it displays 1 every single time I click it, and vice versa for every single one of these. Yeah. So last one is the calculate function, which is pretty much just how this gets added up to 12. 6 plus 6 gets added up to 12. So I set two variables. The first one is we're getting the value of what we input in here. So as we can see, we put 3 plus 3, and then we're pretty much saying that we're going to make this a variable right here. And then from that variable, we're going to evaluate it with the second variable, which is result. So as we can see, we're going to put the variable result is equal to the value, which is 3 plus 3, and we're evaluating it. So 3 plus 3 is 6. Now we're going to display it uh, using this uh, line right here, which is document get element by ID in the text box, and then the value is going to be the variable result, which is 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. That's why it's displaying 6, because it's been 3 plus 3 has been evaluated and is now 6. And that's pretty much how this works. It's a simple project, and I hope it was clear to everyone who was watching. Thank you.